This video was brought to you by Primal Driven and JDMbrand.com. What's up, guys? It's Mike. Hit you guys with a random video log. I'm gonna start numbering these because when people email me and they refer back to like, oh yes, you talked about this video log, I have no idea because I don't remember. I make so many of them. So let's start off with numbering this as video log 1, number 1. But on a serious note, how is everyone doing? It's summer. It's, what is this? Late July. And it is warm outside. It's amazing. For me, it's good. I have a pool, so since it's warm, I can jump in it, and we turn on the AC all day, so it's kind of nice and cool in the house. But for those of you who don't have a pool or don't turn on your AC, I feel so bad for you guys because when I was younger, we didn't have air conditioning, and we definitely didn't have a pool. We had the public pool, but you'd have to pay to get in there. And I guess I can tell you guys a funny story. When I was younger, since we didn't have a pool or anything, but in midday, the apartment complex we grew up in, or I grew up in, had us turned on the sprinklers during midday. So what I would do, this is a story, doesn't mean it's true, what I would do with the other neighborhood kids is break the sprinkler head off of the sprinkler, and the water would shoot up really high, and that was basically our theme park at the time. I thought it was a blast. The funny part was the manager kept replacing it. Kept replacing it over and over, and eventually he got like the metal ones where they screwed in really tight where we couldn't remove, and that was the end of our fun. No, I obviously don't recommend it because I know you're destroying people's property. It's not a good idea, but I definitely had a lot of fun as a kid playing in the sprinklers. That's the only form of water theme park fun amusement we had ever. So now that I have a pool, we've been doing some fun stuff, and if you guys want to see some crazy pool stuff that I do, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to post some of the videos. Henry and I, we do some ridiculous stuff, like no matter how old we are, we still act like we're little kids. We play missions in the water, and I dive for the rings, and we race each other to see who can grab the most rings in one breath. And then lately I've been learning how to do front flips into the pool. Once I mastered that, I started doing backflips into the pool, and then I got bored of that, so I started doing backflips off the rocks. And then I got bored of that, and now I started doing backflips off the waterfall. And what's funny is Iris, you guys know is my wife, she says that she doesn't recommend me to swim alone in my pool because of how crazy I get. She's afraid I might hit my head and knock myself out because I'd like to do so many crazy things. And I would say the reason is I get bored. You know, the thing is I get really bored really easily. And once I get bored, I need to figure something out to make myself entertained, you know? But that's pretty much what I've been doing all summer is swimming. Playing in the water. Hey, as you haven't noticed, it's gotten pretty dark, which is fine with me, but my mom doesn't like me dark. Something about Asian mothers, they like their kids to be light skinned rather than dark. My Asian viewers, you guys know exactly what I mean. At least my family's really traditional. My mom is super traditional, like really old-fashioned. I actually had her over recently with my nephews and nieces, which they're only a few years younger than I am, about 5 or 6. And we were talking about old traditions. And I'm Vietnamese, if you guys haven't noticed. Vietnamese and French, if you want to get technical. But in my family, for a Vietnamese proper traditional family, before we eat dinner or eat any meal, actually, we're supposed to do that kind of greeting to our elders. So it would start with your dad, your mom, and all the way down to your siblings. I'm the youngest of 4, so I'm right here. And I would have to do this greeting as a kid. Well, when my nephews and nieces got born, they didn't have to do that at all. Like my oldest sister didn't push the tradition onto them. So when we were talking about it, they had a clue of what I was talking about, but they had no idea exactly because they didn't have to do it. Old-fashioned? Yes. Really cool? Yes. Cultured? Love it, because I love culture. If you guys know about me, is I love culture and history, so it's something definitely I push on you guys, or push on my friends about did you knows and like little history tidbits that I read about or I watch on like Discovery Channel or something. But tell me what you guys have been doing all summer. I definitely read your comments and your messages about making more random video logs along with more technical stuff, so I definitely will get back to technical stuff too, where it's geared towards cars, not necessarily how-to videos, but things that are geared towards the Subaru or cars in general. And then alongside with that is I'll do a lot of these random video logs because you guys definitely like them. which I really want to make sure I make them. And if you guys have a topic you guys want me to touch on, this is really important. A topic. If you have a big topic you want me to touch on, like I used to talk about college, like why go to college or why not go to college. And then another topic was like what's the best job to have, or you know, stuff like that. And obviously it's all my opinion, nothing solid, nothing factual. It's more of my experience with life that I relate to you guys, and hopefully give you guys enough information that way you can make the best decision. So yeah, we'll do more random video logs for you guys, or I'll do more random video logs. And on top of that, if you guys are still watching, I had a big lull in videos, probably like a month. And the biggest reason was I was trying to figure out how to restructure my channel. I wasn't sure what topics I should talk about anymore. Like I felt like I covered a lot, and then I wasn't talking about things that were relevant, and it got kind of jumbly. And then I made a video. If you guys didn't watch this one, okay, here it is. I made a video about tire pressure, how to check your tire pressure. I got a lot of slack for that, a lot of crap. And let me say my point really quick. So I understand the video is really simple, and checking your tire pressure is really simple, right? For us car people, I'm not an expert, but we know because we know basics of cars. Well, I have met a lot of people who do not know where to check your tire pressure, or I mean where to check it and how to check it, and where to look for like the readings of how much PSI, or they don't even know what PSI is. On top of that, they're not sure how to work the valve and how to clamp down the hose. They usually take it to a dealership, which costs them money. So when I made the video, like most of my channel, it's always assuming that we know nothing. Because even though we do know it, we might learn new techniques on how to do it even better. That's my take on life. I might know something, but if someone teaches it to me again, I might learn a better way to do it. That's how I do it. And I find it the best way to open life up. You know, you're never an expert in anything because there's always someone better than you, and they can always teach you some way better. So my channel and my video was tailored towards people who don't know, and it also gave people, I got a lot of good comments by the way, but a lot of negatives too. A lot of people didn't know you can get portable little battery cigarette lighter pumps for emergencies. So those things are really handy, and I know a lot of people went out and picked those up because those are good for you. You definitely need those. You have to have those, because if you go on a long road trip, if you don't have one and your tire pops, you either call AAA if you have AAA, or you call a local tow service, and they can charge you a lot, or you change out your tire. You know, either way. But we should do a spare tire change video. I will do one of those for you guys because I think that would be beneficial for everyone, especially for those who do not know where to find the spare tire, or how to check the spare tire, or if it's even safe to drive with a spare tire for a very long time. The spare tires are used for many purposes. I actually thought they were flat tires when I was younger because they were really small. I didn't realize they were for spares. I didn't know a lot about cars before. Yeah, I don't know. But seriously guys, I really appreciate you guys watching, and my Instagram is doing well. I appreciate you guys following my Instagram. If you guys want to see a lot of random stuff about my life, Smurfinwrx on Instagram is where you guys want to go. And then if you guys have topics you guys want to watch me talk about, please let me know, because I'm more than happy to make it for you guys. And then on top of that, if you guys have like specific requests about car stuff, let me know, because I can tailor all the videos to you guys. And I have this cool idea of making a shirt specifically for the channel, so make like maybe 2 designs and letting you guys pick between the 2 designs, and then if the design you guys like, and then I can make it out to go print, and then after that you guys can buy the shirts and enjoy them. So there's a lot of cool things that I have in store. I have so many ideas in my head, but the only problem is I don't have enough time, and sometimes I don't know what you guys want, because I'm not making the channel just for me. I want to make sure it's for you guys, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, random video log, high five. Thanks guys, and I'll talk to you guys later, right? See ya. What's up guys, it's Mike. We're gonna try something different by showing you guys fail videos. I think they're really funny. I found a few that I thought was really funny from a long time ago. Now if you look real carefully, you can see his friend standing behind